Hey guys, Britta here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 and our Rags2Riches series here at New Woodshire. Here we are for another episode, part number 5 or 6, I think. I don't know, we've done a few now. So last episode, we'd obviously purchased this bit of land, and we've harvested our oats from here. The oats are done. While our worker was harvesting, we cut the grass all around this field, around our little storage shed area, and over along this side I have windrowed and collected all the grass around the field. Made a few grass bales which are just sort of sitting here. We'll turn them into silage bales later on, I think. But today we've got our IMT 533 Deluxe edition with the front wheels sort of bouncing off the air, up in the air, because we've picked up the AgroMaz plow, which we're going to use to start creating a whole new field. So this whole thing is going to be a field. Now what I'm going to do is start on this side, I think. I'm going to go limit so it's not creating fields yet. Right, now we'll start and we'll run along the side of this field. It might take us a little while to get this done because, as you can see, we're not going overly quick. I think if we look at the plow, it is 12 kilometers an hour. We have more than enough horsepower to pull this baby along, but and our front wheels aren't off the ground, but it might struggle just a little bit, I think, this tractor. But I'm hoping we'll be able to get this done, turn this into another field, and this is where we're going to do obviously our cotton. This is going to be our cotton area. This whole field will be turned into a cotton field, and then we'll come back and seed it, obviously seed it, turn it into cotton, be able to harvest it. Sort of discussed with the local shop owner our plans for the future. He said he can get his hands on a cotton harvester that we can lease until we can afford to buy our own. Sort of told him we don't have enough money to buy our own, but we are certainly wanting to look at leasing one until we get to that stage where we can actually afford to buy our own. So hoping once we get ourselves all set up and able to lease a cotton harvester and start making some decent coin, we should be able to buy one in the long run. Alright, so now that's done, I'm going to turn the plow. Can we turn the plow? I think. Oh, we can't actually turn the plow. Okay, so I want to run the other way then, and sort of work out our main distance away from the road here. So if we keep our tyre just on, kind of not following the right path, the tyre of the plough on the bit we've already ploughed, still missing it. What about if we keep our front tyres are slipping a little bit, so our tractor tyres, we keep them just alongside where we've already ploughed. That will hopefully give us a decent sort of square field to work with. Right, so I'm gonna try, might turn it off, might turn off the allow create fields for a second, just to get around the corner here. Still too, I think we're still a little bit too heavy, the plough, unfortunately. But I mean, it's not doing a bad job. We just would like to get like a weight on the front end of this thing, but there's no attachments for a weight or anything, so we're sort of just gotta roll with it, I guess. I did look for a modded plow, but I couldn't find anything that would sort of suit the series, so I'm just going with what's in the game at the moment. Alright, and then we will square the field up once we're finished ploughing using the obviously the terrain editing tool to make it so the field's pretty square. There we go, run through a little bit. So I'm more than happy to extend the field down this way a little bit, probably not too much. So we'll do the same, we'll run alongside the current field. I know we're going to get rid of a bit of straw here, but I'm not too concerned about that straw at the moment. It's hard to keep this thing straight. Once we get up and going, it starts moving, but only doing 8 kilometers an hour is not very quick. So I'm going to stop here, turn around and head back down the other end, and we'll go again and work out how wide we're going to be. Still got plenty of grass to bale up, as you can see, and then we're going to have plenty of grass bales to wrap. So I'm not too concerned about over ploughing. As I said, we'll come back and touch all that up. So similar to what we did in our John Deere Rags2Riches series. So I can just come along here now and just... Can we get... How much is that going to take off? Sort of, that's probably taken off a little bit more than I would have hoped, but I think that'll work. It's quite annoying how you can't just hold the D key to move down a little bit. See, that will square that field off quite nicely, and then we'll, if we need to, we can square the field off this way as well, but let's try and get a bit of a curve in there to follow that old path. Something like that. Notice that along here, like I sort of just want to run right along the road there. I mean, I know it's getting rid of a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Not quite as straight as I was hoping, but anyway, it'll do. So we need to go right around. Not watching where I'm going. Right around this road here. And that'll give us sort of our outside part of the field. So I don't want to like plough the road as such, but I want to try and go like right next to it, and then we'll do what we did up that other end. I want to have just a tiny little gap between our field and the actual road itself. We'll just do the one run around and then come back and fix it up. Might even have to so I can either time lapse a little bit of this or just cut it out completely. Or we can maybe head to the shop and lease a half decent tractor plough setup, which will get it done a little bit quicker. But as you can see, we've only got 23 grand. We really don't have the money to be releasing too much stuff either. So we're going A little bit off, as I said, the road here, but that's fine. It's not going to affect us too much. So this thing's 250 horsepower. It should be pulling along really well. It's just having no front weight on the tractor isn't helping. Alright, so we'll go around and we'll try and line ourselves up with where we were up on this side. If I don't have to repaint a texture, I won't. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I want to go back around the other way, and then we can look at painting that other texture and just sort of getting that all sorted out and having it look how I want it to be, sort of the final product. So we'll run around this way and try and maximize our plowing capabilities. As I said, it's kind of a little bit frustrating that we can't actually use a hired worker to get this done. I know if you had Courseplay, we could use Courseplay, but I haven't used Courseplay for quite some time, because every time I've used it, I've always just had dramas with it. So until it's, I guess, been out for a bit longer, and maybe even in its near final stages, probably not going to even bother to look at using it anytime soon, I don't think. Just these tiny little bits is a pain. Right, so we'll do this run around this way, then we'll look at, as I said, getting a little bit of distance between us and the road around here. Fixing up the textures where I want the dirt roads to be. So I think that dirt road over there might even change sort of where it is, like going out and in. Might look at moving that over somewhere else, possibly even like down here, or just only using this one as the only entrance and exit to the farm. Come on. Certainly very time consuming using this tractor. I didn't think it would struggle this much. I really thought it would be okay, but it's really not doing a good job. Alright, there we go. It's that sort of done as a minimum. Go back and start our landscaping now. So I said what I want to do is sort of just go right beside the road. Like this. Can we? I think if we go like this whole way through, trying to make any mistakes, this would be where the new road sort of comes in. Just like this, and the rest sort of all in here will go back to being grass. Look at that, it's put the texture back down, that's good. So all along here, that can all go back to standard grass. Coming out and around here. Now if we're painting over that grass on the ground already, it will disappear, but I'm not too worried about it. Alright, there we go. Now, I would like to be able to get rid of all of these bushes and stuff. some of them, as many of them as we can, I guess. Can we get rid of you? If we no, can't. Even if we make it smaller. Or down through there, maybe we can get rid of those. Don't want to get rid of all the bushes around that water area here, but just some of these sort of where we're going to be storing a little bit of equipment for now. All that down through there. There we go. Looks much better. Yep, all good. Right, I'll go back to. Wasn't that one? Wasn't that one either? Not that one. Not that one. Which one was it? That one. There we go. Right, so do a run just down the side of the road here. So I want a little bit of a gap, but not too big a gap. It's probably not going to be 100% perfect, but as long as we get it, you know, pretty close, I'll be happy. It is quite finicky trying to get stuff like this done properly. I want to make sure that there's no plowed stuff sort of under that road there either. Otherwise I'll end up with like random bits of cotton probably growing out of the road if they do happen to actually seed it. Right, that's good, I think. That'll be where our new field is. Now, get rid of you. Let's have a look. Plows. So we can possibly get one of these guys. This guy's not bad. We need 150 horsepower. So I don't know if we just need to sort of lease one of these guys or something. I don't know. $7,000 to lease that. Let's lease that. That can't hurt. Then if we go to a weight, go Agco, go case, lease that. At least this will give us something to be able to plow with decently. So I need a temporary tractor, of course, because it's a lease, but it allows us to get this done quicker and get it done better than what we were with the other tractor. It just wasn't up to the sort of standards that we require. So there's still plenty of work available for us to get this plowed. Plenty of space in there. So this will be the only only entrance exit to our farm. So I'm going to try and pick up this plow. I'll just move it over. There we go. Just make sure it's allow create fields. Lower it down, and off we go. Should do a much better job than what we had before. It's still not overly wide though, so it's going to take us a fair while to sort of get it done, but sort of want to see if we can't use our sort of GPS thing again. So set ourselves up to like 90 degrees, which isn't really going to work because it's so all over the place with it bouncing around and everything. But at least we're doing 12 kilometers an hour now. see a little bit there that I want to touch up with the plough. There we go. Right, let's go down this way. As I said, there's plenty to get done in here. It's going to take us a little bit of time to finish it, but it shouldn't be too bad. Once it's all done, then we can come back and culti-plough and seed with cotton. We're also going to have to get rid of this straw on the field there. Got some baling stuff happening as well. At least this thing isn't lifting the front wheels off the ground and is going full speed. That's the main thing. So if we keep our wheels just on the side here. Oh, so frustrating. Trying to get it optimal so we're not wasting too much time, but don't have to go back and touch things up all the time either. Like that, these bloody spots. Certainly do with a much wider plough. But I guess this is what we've got, so we need to just use it. Do another run across this way. And maybe down again. So I don't want to be running through the field again and having to come back and readjust the land around the road and that sort of stuff. It's only going to cost us more and more money each time we have to do it. Right, so this is one of the few maps I've actually been able to place grass down as a texture and have the grass grow, so that is good to see that the modder have made sure that was implemented after the latest patch of FS19. A lot of the modded maps don't have it available yet. Like when you place the grass texture down, it won't actually grow, it'll just be the grass texture by itself again. Oh, you little bastard. Try not to swear, but it's really frustrating. There we go. Look, oh, only a little bit more to go. Really not too much left. Oops, bugger that bit up. Oh well. So I'd really love to be able to hire a worker to do this. I know I've said it 1,000 times already, but this is quite frustrating having to do all this ourselves. If I miss any bits, I'm not going back to touch them up now. We'll come back and touch them up later. The main part now is just getting this done. Check for the rock wall. So do the same thing, sort of keep our tyres just running sort of in, sort of next to the last bit of the field we've ploughed. So we have to come back and lime this field, fertilise the field, all that sort of stuff as well. We'll check for our grass bales. back the other way. Keeping our left wheels just on the grass. I think that'll be the best spot for us to do it. So unfortunately we don't have, well, we probably do have access to the funds to hire a massive tractor and plough, similar to what we did at the Mercury farm, that John Deere series, but I did say early on we weren't going to lease any equipment at all, but that has changed just a little bit, I guess. Not too much, but I want to try and minimise our leasing as much as possible. Obviously, the cotton harvester is something we're going to have to lease because we just don't have the money, $500,000, and if we were to wait until we got that sort of money, we'll be waiting a bloody long time. These spots. So there's not much else we can do as far as with the hired worker, if they can come out and do anything on any other parts of the field. Everything is already done. It's just us getting this field ready to go now. Then once we're at the point where we can get the culti plough out, get that done, be able to hire a worker to do that, and then pending our money again, god damn it, pending our money, we might be able to get another tractor if possible, and while they're culti ploughing we can come back and lime and fertilise and get those bales done and all that sort of stuff as well. Yeah, long-term goal, as you guys know, it's still going to be cotton. Might just take us a little while to get there. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. I know I've still been enjoying playing it. Changing it up from our old La Pinky series to this, I think was a pretty good idea. Hopefully you guys agree. We should start seeing some content from Stocky Wizard coming to the channel maybe next week, maybe this week if we're lucky. Now, I've had a few comments saying, who's Stocky Wizard? Is it an alter ego? No, it's not an alter ego. It is another content creator who did originally start his own channel a little while ago, which I sort of helped him with, but it sort of never really went anywhere, and he sort of ran out of time to be able to do it with his family, business, life, all that sort of stuff. The Stocky Wizard, he is actually my cousin. Not cousin by blood, but I guess for me, cousin by family, if you know what I mean. So my mum and his mum were best friends growing up, and I've just always known them as my auntie and uncle. Like my mum's best friend, my auntie, her husband, my uncle, and then their kids naturally just became, you know, cousins. And so yeah, he's my cousin, and not only am I going to try and help him get his name out there, but he's going to help us hopefully grow our channel a little bit more. But he has a partner and a child as well. He has his own business which he runs, which now he's just running it. He's no longer working for his own business because he's recently got a job in the mining industry. Does exactly the same thing I do. So he's now going to have a little bit of extra time to be able to get back into content creating and maybe even live streaming as well. So I sort of had an idea that maybe he could, you know, jump on to my channel, and I can sort of help him through. He can help us, or help me continue to grow my channel and expand a little bit, and maybe one day he will possibly, you know, branch off and start his own thing, or maybe we'll stay working together for a long time and, you know, change the channel name from Brito to something else to sort of match us a bit better. You know, there's a lot of different potential things that could happen as far as the future of the channel and where we sort of go from here. But rightio guys, we're hit the half an hour mark and we're pretty much halfway through getting this field done. So what I will do is I'll get this field finished off camera. All these little spots I've missed, we'll get them all touched up, ready to go, and then we'll come back next episode and continue to prepare to hopefully become the best cotton farmer in America. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, as always, smash the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the series so far. I do apologise, this episode might have been a little bit boring, but like I said, I want to show you guys everything. I don't want to be skipping through too much and time-lapsing, that sort of stuff. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Brito, thanks for watching. See you again soon.